Oh, it's waterlogged here. Well, I'm back to a site that I've been to before. Okay, it doesn't look too bad on the inside. Just gotta get in. Yeah, doesn't look too bad on the inside. That's good. Cool. I'm gonna get in here. We can show you what a mine that produces a waste rock pile this big. I mean, it extends out well over 100 feet here. Looks like on the inside. All right, we're in. So again, been in this mine before. It's been a bit though. Certainly didn't have this many little creatures on the wall. But it did have this nice vein that we're going after. At least, that's what it looks like right here. Off to this side, there's a couple small rooms, plenty of moisture in the air. But other than this small room right here, which is maybe 8 feet from side to side, there's not much then. Definitely was not much here. Ooh, the water's deceptively deep. Was not much here in this small section. Not much more than red rock. So, I'm gonna turn around quickly. See the entrance just there, and then walk past it again. Stoop rather low to get through this mine. And also to not touch the cobwebs. There's a few sets of footprints in here. That's good. Yeah. This is the section I wanted to take a look at. So up there, I want to see what's up there. We're going to take a couple looks at everything else in here, certainly at this beautiful, beautiful quartz. Very brecciated. You can see how the individual, actually you can't see. You can see how the individual rocks come into the quartz, or were possibly even there when the quartz was pushed in by hot water. Very, very heavily hydrothermalized here. Very neat though. Oh my goodness, there's thousands of bugs there. Okay. Not going that way. Does also look collapsed, so not much to see. I think that might be later prospecting in a site like this, because we followed that vein right there, which has a good amount of green in it, but not much else really. Ooh, let's leave the bugs alone, because they're landing on me now. There are so many bugs in here. It's actually kind of crazy. Well, I did not go this way last time either. Looks like that may have been for good reason, although there is rail in here. Excuse the old shoes. This mine is very wet, and the passageway up to this mine is very wet, so use some shoes I wouldn't miss. Definitely some exploratory work. There's some ore structures in here that are interesting, to say the least. But beyond interesting, they don't look like they produced much. Just hearing rock settling. So this section here is actually kind of interesting, because the miners had initially wanted to drill and blast there, and they may even have used that test hole in the very center of your screen to say, hey, might be enough to blast and then see, but I'm not seeing any vein structures or anything that they would have chased here. Just rock. Not really all that interesting rock either, right here. Just looks like the red sandstone or conglomerate that's emblematic of this region. So, I mean, there's some small sections of quartz in here, but really, the amount is just negligible. There's almost nothing. I keep looking around and I'm not seeing much else. So, we'll keep moving back here a bit. Seeing much besides very scattered sections of quartz. Like, there's nothing else surrounding that one. There's no veins, there's no structure here. And then the rock is turning into mud and clay. That's nice. Then where was it? Oh yeah. Do see some neat little slugs on the walls here. This is a very, very moist mine. I can feel it on my back here. I'm not sweating all that much from the hike in, but more from the material that is here. Just getting off so much moisture. I'm not seeing anything that looks really good. Because like even that, the really brecciated quartz, just, it doesn't look mineralized. It's very milky white and get closer to this one. Not much to it. I keep picking up and seeing more, but again, it's just milky white quartz. No mineralization, really. Do kind of wonder if that's mold growing on there. It probably is. I mean, I know that I gotta get out of this mine relatively quick, because I did see some mold at the entrance, and I'd rather not breathe that in very much, so, yeah. According to the information board that's outside this mine, because this is actually a tourist site, this mine was dug in the 1930s, so it's had, 90 years to grow mold or anything else that might live in here, including the colonies of bugs that are just all over these walls. So here's where I become a little bit nervous. I'm alone today, as you can see by completely dark hallways and no one else besides me. But I really, really want to climb up this raise. In fact, this is pretty much what I came here for today. Considering that I'm looking around, not having you follow me, but I'm kind of looking around to see if there's anything else to see down here, and it's not really screaming to me that there's anything else. All this wall just looks like a vein that they tried to follow up this way, so I really want to. Doesn't look too slick. Yeah. No, you can't even see that because there's so much light in here. It's very, very friction heavy rock, so very rough rock, I should say. Alright. Well, let's climb it. Gotta put the camera strap around my neck so I don't drop everything that's recording this. This is actually a lot steeper than I expected. It's still very doable. It's all collapsed. I'm not going up that one. Yeah, there's another level up here. Very cool. There's the little hall and raise we just came up. This is a lot more slick than I expected. Making literally zero progress. Unless I have my back completely up against the wall. That's not ideal. Alright, holy cow. Wow, that's some good looking rock though. Wish you could see it. My hand is covered in mud though. I'm reluctant to touch my camera. There we go. That rock looks good. Look at the brecciated quartz up here still. In this little pocket they were coming after. Very cool, actually. Probably take one or so pieces of this home. I mean, look at that green. It's all surface leaching. It's not even a deposit, per se. Because, from what I remember, the actual deposit here is chalcopyrite. Oh. I hope you can see it at the very top. There's more of a pyrite color in this material. This absolutely has it. It's weighty, too. Yeah, I'll take this piece home. As long as I can get it back without being destroyed. I don't see any deposits in the rock itself, though, I have to say. It all looks rather mundane. I know that can be deceptive in mines of this size, but it's also a mine of this size that should have more, you'd think. Good thing there's a creek road outside. It looks like there's actually a small pocket here. I haven't noticed. Ooh, yeah. Holy cow. Okay. Oh, there's even azurite in the wall. Okay, so this is what people are coming after. This is why people have come here, to this site. I wager some folks were not necessarily doing prospecting, but just kind of digging for material here. Ooh, this piece feels weighty. There's some good pieces in here. It's all leaching and oxidized copper, though it's not the actual chalcopyrite that I'm looking for. Because in a post online I saw for this site, there were some details about peacock ore found here. And that would be neat to find. But I'm not thinking I'm going to find much in this material. A few of these are just very green. I'm not getting the sense that that's anything more than staining. Okay. Like right here. That's a perfect... Oh my gosh, lean back too far. That's a perfect stain right there rather than necessarily a deposit of malachite or copper. So, before I take any samples, as kind of like mementos from this site, what I should do is take you across the way to that tunnel here. That section of tunnel anyway. There's the sample I wanted to take home. Sorry, I can't show you everything here, folks. At least not everything that I'm doing. I'm very stooped over when I am able to stand, and most of the time I'm just having to kind of lean and crouch. Okay. Again, not much mineralization on this side. But that's the top of that other chamber. Neat. Ooh. No. Thought I saw a glint of pyrite in there. But on this side, looks like there's basically nothing. I'm trying to wipe off the mud on my hand so I can grip my handle here again. Yeah, little to nothing. That's okay though. This is just kind of to see what they were coming after here. I mean, of course, the copper. But more to see what made 4 adits, potentially thousands of feet of tunnel, worth coming after. This is the only adit that actually remains, unfortunately, from the original workings. But it's the most interesting one to me, because it's definitely seeing visits still. Like, you can't tell me that all those piles of green aren't being dug through every now and then, or if not frequently. I'm not looking forward to getting back down this. I'm gonna get covered in mud. Should have worn something better than shorts today, I think. But no matter what I did, it would have been rough. Thank you for joining me, folks. I think for today, this is gonna call it. I'm gonna take that sample right here home. Hope I don't get too much more mud on this camera, and then catch you in the next mine.